Welcome. All right, if you're just getting on here, let us know you're here. Hey, welcome, Ann. Looking forward to your talk tonight. All right, we're going to get started here. My name's Paul Devlin. I'm coming to you tonight from Paonia, Colorado, a little town on the western slope of the Colorado Rockies. I've been in the alternative wellness field for 30 years, and I'm really excited, if you're looking at the fusion beverages for the first time, to make the case for you tonight as to why these beverages make so much sense to add to your life. So I originally, when I was talking to Randy Gage, he asked me to do the product presentation for Fusion. We do these every Thursday night live, and he asked me, I said, well, you know what, I think I've come up with 17 reasons, compelling reasons for taking Fusion. And then as I started to write them down, the list began to grow, and it's at 27, and it could actually go beyond there, but we've only got about 30 minutes. So I'm going to get right to this tonight and try to make the case for you as to why it would make sense to add Fusion beverages into your life. And so I'm going to take about a minute on each one. I'm actually going to post these 27 reasons so you don't feel like you have to take notes, because I'm going to post them tonight after the broadcast on our Facebook, our X Tribe Facebook page. So you can go find them all right there. So just, hear them all, feel it, and here it goes. So the number one reason is if you switch to Fusion beverages, it's very likely you're going to lower your intake of carbs. And the problem we have in America right now with all the obesity issues, the diabetes, the type 2 diabetes issues out there, is that it's excessive intake of carbs, right? And so it's not about the intake of fats that's the problem. It's actually the intake of carbs. The carbs don't get burned. The liver is shooting them through your system, looking for a way to burn them. They don't get burned, so they get converted to fat and stored. That's one of the biggest problems we've got. So when you've got a Coca-Cola that's 40 grams of carbohydrates, even orange juice, an 8-ounce glass of orange juice can be 40 grams of sugar, even 50 grams of sugar, depending on how it's made. So the issue that so many people have with health related to carbs is they just get too many of them. So the Fusion beverages are anywhere from 0 to 7 grams of carbs per serving. So if you switch from beverages you're already drinking to the Fusion beverages, you will lower your intake of carbs, unless the only beverage you drink is water or coffee without added sugar. But for most people, they're drinking beverages with carbs. Switching to Fusion beverages is going to lower your intake. That's a good thing for health across America, for the average consumer. You know what the consumption of soda is? I was looking this up the other day. Americans on average consume between 40 and 50 gallons of soda a year. Unbelievable. So anyway, Fusion is a great, simple product you can use to replace other beverages that have more carbs. Okay, the number two reason is you get unique Amazon extracts that come from these Amazon plants in a form you can't get anywhere else because of the way they're processed. And these extracts have high ORAC scores. What does that mean? That means when your body produces free radicals. So a high ORAC score ingredient like Camu Camu, which has an ORAC score of 200,000, compare that to blueberries. You might have seen Penny Wanger's presentation a couple of weeks ago where she was talking about a blueberry has an ORAC score of 8,000. Camu Camu berry out of the Amazon rainforest has an ORAC score of 200,000. That's its ability to deal with free radicals. Free radicals are a result of oxidation at the cellular level. They cause damage. They cause aging. And so when you have compounds in your system that deal with free radicals, that's a good thing. So these Amazon extracts that are coming out of the rainforest in Peru have very high ORAC scores, and you get them in Fusion beverages. You don't get them in Coca-Cola, you don't get them in Sprite, you don't get them in orange juice, you get them in Fusion beverages. And these extracts in Fusion beverages are processed in such a way you can get them in no other beverage like you get them here, all right? Number 3, the third reason is they're healthy beverages that are affordable. So the fusion beverages are anywhere from a little less than $1 all the way up to $1 and change per serving. So they're not only healthy, but they're affordable. And in our profession, normally we'll find these high-tech, super healthy beverages that are double, triple, quadruple the price that a consumer might pay at the retail level. Here, they're going to be at the same price or below the same price, and you're getting something a lot healthier. So affordability, that's number 3. Number 4 is, and this is a really cool one that most people aren't aware of, is when you take fusion beverage, you're actually doing something proactive and good for the environment because they're lightweight. So a case of Coca-Cola is 20 pounds. So that's 24 cans, 12 ounces per can, 20 pounds of weight. Now, whether it's Coca-Cola or Gatorade, whatever it is, this stuff is 98% water. So think about this. We've got these 90,000-pound trucks. That's the max. That's as heavy as a truck can be on a U.S. highway. Coming out of Coca-Cola or coming out of a Pepsi-Cola plant or a Gatorade plant, loaded to the gills with 98% water and sugar. And they're shipping them an average of 100 miles to where they get placed on a grocery store shelf or on a convenience store shelf, right? They're burning diesel fuel, pumping the carbon into the atmosphere, wearing out the highways. And why? We're trucking water everywhere. Well, an equivalent case of fusion. So 24 fusion sachets is 6 ounces. So it's 20 pounds for a case of Coca-Cola or any other beverage that comes in a can versus 6 ounces for the equivalent in fusion. And how smart is this? We've already got water where we live or where we work. You've got water in your plumbing pipes. Maybe you've got to filter it if it's not good water, but we've already got water. We don't need these companies to be trucking water all over the place. Right now, as we're doing this presentation tonight, there are trucks crisscrossing America, crisscrossing the world. The sole purpose of that truck is to basically deliver water and sugar to stores, and then you got to go in there with the cart and pick it up, and it's heavy, and you stick it in your cart, then you put it in your car, and it reduces your gas mileage. So, the number 4 reason is because when you have lightweight beverages, how smart is that? We're bringing the ingredients, the healthy ingredients, to where the water already is, instead of putting the water in an aluminum can that we don't want either, because that's just going to end up in a landfill or recycled, whatever. And we're bringing the lightweight product to where the water is. Guys, it's 5,000% lighter. So do something proactive for the environment. That's number 4. And take fusion beverages. It's a part of the movement. All right, number 5, when you take these beverages, you get biologically active, cold air processed ingredients. Now, where else can you get that? I don't know that there's anywhere else you can get it. All right, cold air process means that the biology, the enzymes are alive. Now, normally, when a company is going to get rid of water so that they can put a dry powder in a sachet, like this, a fusion, this happens to be our protein sachet, right? When they do that, they use heat to get rid of the water. And when they use heat to get rid of the water, it kills a bunch of the stuff that was in the ingredient, the product, right? Fusion doesn't do that. They use cold air, so that means that the biology is left intact and alive. So when you add water, it's still active. It's biologically active. That's number 5. Number 6, put clean protein in your body. Now, I want you to stop right now and think about this. Where were you today? And what protein did you eat? Did you go to a restaurant and get, eggs and bacon? Where'd those eggs come from? They came from, that was food service, from the Noble Cisco truck. Where did Noble Cisco get them? They got them from a commercial farm where the chickens are packed in cages and fed antibiotics and hormones and everything else to keep them from getting sick from the chickens that are up right above them pooping on their heads. It's food service eggs. That's not clean protein. I'm sorry, it just isn't, right? So, or maybe you bought a steak, or maybe you bought a hamburger, maybe you went to a fast food restaurant. It's not clean protein. It's very difficult. You got to be basically a scientist and read labels and work really hard to get clean protein. Here is clean protein. They get the protein at the moment of sprouting. It doesn't get it. So it's vegan, that absorbs as good and is biologically available as animal protein, and you can get it right here. And they capture it at the moment of sprouting and combine it in such a way they get this great absorption from a vegan source right at the moment of sprouting. Well, at the moment of sprouting, it hasn't had a chance to be exposed to any kind of biological hazards or pesticides or fungicides, all right? So you get clean protein. I drink one of those BioPros every single day. It's a great source of clean protein, which is not easy to find in this world. Okay, number 7, get beverages that are convenient, easy to take with you, easy to travel with. So you're jumping on an airplane, you can't take any more than, I don't know, how many ounces is it, 3 ounces or 4 ounces of a liquid. The Fusion beverages you can take with you. You could take the equivalent of a case of Fusion beverages in a little box, put them in your suitcase. When you get where you're going, again, you just add water. So super convenient to take with you. That's number 8. Number 9, when you substitute your beverages for Fusion beverages, the ones you're drinking now, and you start taking Fusion beverages, you get to avoid artificial sweeteners. All right, that's like aspartame. Aspartame is made, it's aspartic acid. They make that using formaldehyde. Do you remember formaldehyde from your biology class in high school? Do you really want to take a sweetener that's made using formaldehyde? You know, and there's all kinds of documentation now that artificial sweeteners have issues. They're toxic. Don't put them in your body. So people that are drinking, they say, well, I'm not going to drink 40 grams of carbohydrates in Coke. Well, so I'm going to drink Diet Coke. Okay, well, now you're taking in artificial sweeteners. Again, with Fusion, you get very low carbs and you avoid any exposure to artificial sweeteners. All right, number 10, support the Amazon rainforest. So people ask me all the time, well, oh, are you guys going in and taking this stuff wild? No. They're not doing that. These ingredients, whether it's camu berry or acai berry, whatever it is, they're being farmed, all right? And then but the proceeds, a percentage of the proceeds that come into Fusion are used to support the development of the Amazon rainforest, planting trees, protecting the rainforest. It's a part of Fusion's mission. So every time you drink a Fusion beverage, you're supporting the rainforest. Really cool thing. All right, number 11, support local entrepreneurs instead of mega corporations. Now this is interesting, all right? So we do business person to person. And, and in America, it's kind of an interesting thing, right? If we go to people that we know and we say, hey, I've got this beverage, I'd love some of your beverage business, people are almost put off by it. Like, why? But why? Why are they put off by that? Why wouldn't you want to support a local entrepreneur or a friend? Because if you sort of reject that idea, no, I don't want to give you any of my beverage business. Well, where are you going to go give your beverage business? You're going to go to Walmart, or you're going to go to Conoco, the local gas station, or ExxonMobil, and you're going to buy your beverages there. Those are mega corporations. Why not support local entrepreneurs who are basically distributing Fusion products across the United States? It's a powerful distribution model. You can support your neighbors. You can support your friends. It's a powerful benefit, supporting local entrepreneurs instead of mega corporations. Number 12, you get to drink healthier beverages that actually taste good. A lot of times in the alternative health world, people offer beverages that are healthier, but they taste awful. And what they've done in Fusion is they've put these great ingredients in there, but they've also made them taste good. The primary sweetener is stevia, and I've really had no one taste these products and not want them or want to drink them because they taste really good. So you get a healthier beverage, and it's a healthier beverage that tastes good. All right, that's number 12. Number 13, this is an interesting one. When you've got these kind of beverages, you end up drinking more fluids. And when you drink more fluids, you actually are hydrating yourself. And that's a huge benefit. A large percentage of Americans are basically dehydrated. And that has health consequences, right? So when you've got these beverages all the time, I don't know, I've been drinking them now for, about a year and a half. And I mean, I'm constantly looking forward to the next drink. Like right now, I've got some post-sport right here. I love this drink. You know, you go work out, drink some post-sport. So I'm drinking more beverages than I would normally just go drink water, and the result is I'm getting more hydrated. And that is a really cool benefit of having these beverages on hand, is you hydrate yourself. Okay, number 14, build a healthy gut with Flora Leaf. So gut health is huge. I think it was 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, we had Shai Samuel did a whole 30-minute segment just on the benefits of Flora Leaf to your immune system and your gut health, because it's all connected. So that's a powerful, powerful benefit, is getting Flora Leaf, which is a prebiotic and probiotic that populates the gut with healthy bacteria, helps you digest your food better, and helps build the immune system. And I guess 70% of your immune system is in your gut. And so Flora Leaf is a powerful product for building a healthy gut. Number 15, sleep better with our product called Off. So we have a product that will actually relax you. It uses the primary active ingredient is called L-theanine, an amino acid that just de-stresses and relaxes and helps you sleep. And I know my own father was he's 88, he's taking a prescription called Ambien. And, you know, he wanted to get off the Ambien, so I started him on Off. He slowly reduced taking the Ambien, slowly was taking the Off every night, and slept perfectly, and eventually just weaned himself off the Ambien and utilized the Off to help him sleep. So this whole market of people using chemicals, basically, that change your brain chemistry, which, I don't know, I don't feel good about that. I didn't feel good about my dad taking a pharmaceutical like Ambien, and the list of side effects. I mean, these people are sleepwalking, walking around doing all kinds of strange things in the middle of the night when they're on Ambien. I just don't feel good about that. Do you? Do you want your people you know who have trouble sleeping taking a chemical that's messing with their brain chemistry? I don't like that. So I like taking a natural compound, an amino acid like that, and some other ingredients to help you relax, help you sleep. We can get the same results without having to take a pharmaceutical drug. I think that's a good thing. So sleep better with Off. That's number 15. Number 16, you can release or lose excess pounds. We've got a whole series of products to help you lose weight. Those products would be RGX1, Flora Leave, Liquid Fibra or Liquid Fiber, BioPro Fit, Thermo T3, CNC Fit, and Tanocarb. This is a group of products that do a variety of things to help you lose weight. Okay, so look into that. I don't have time because I got so many benefits to go over here. I don't have time to go into detail. We've actually had some entire 30-minute segments on utilizing these products for weight loss. So you can actually go into Fusion Live and you click on videos. You can go and see some of the past videos we've done talking about weight management using Fusion products. But that's number 16, a huge benefit. Number 17, increase your HGH, which is human growth hormone, and also get resveratrol for anti-aging effect using a product called Youth Elixir. It's a delicious, it's like almost like a grape Kool-Aid. It's a little better than that actually, but what it has, it doesn't have HGH in it. It's got these compounds, the amino acids that encourage the pituitary to produce more HGH, and this has been studied that when you put these amino acids in this combination, your pituitary produces more HGH, human growth hormone, which declines as you age. The other thing is the resveratrol ingredient. That's the ingredient that was discovered when they were trying to figure out the French paradox. Now, if you haven't heard of the French paradox, what that is they were trying to figure out why is it that the French, they eat so much butter, they're eating pastries all the time, and all these fatty foods, and yet they have great longevity, they don't get sick very often, and they live really long lives. That was called the French paradox, because it seemed like in our Western model of the kind of foods that would make you sick, it seemed like the French ate all that stuff. And yet they didn't have our rates of heart disease, our rates of diabetes, et cetera, et cetera. So that was known as the French paradox. And when they investigated, they noticed one of the things that almost all French people do is drink red wine. So they started to study red wine, and they found this ingredient called resveratrol, which extends telomeres so that when your DNA is replicated, it extends the life of your cells. It produces healthier cells when you've got resveratrol present in your system. That was sort of the miracle compound. 60 Minutes from CBS did a whole segment on resveratrol. And that is also in Youth Elixirs. So it's basically just an anti-aging product, and that's a pretty cool benefit. I take a Youth Elixir now every single day. Love that mixed with On, by the way. And speaking of On, number 18, get noticeable mental clarity in just a couple of minutes with our product called On. Got an ingredient, you notice it. It gives you a lift, it gives you mental clarity, and it's very, very noticeable. So that's a product called On, mental clarity and energy. Build a strong immune system. We already talked about that a little bit with Flora Leave. That's number 19. But there's some other products. Flora Leave, of course, is one of them. But the other is Veramas and Vita Energia. Those three are great to build the immune system. So add those products every day, and your immune system can get stronger because the ingredients are shown to do that. That's number 19, build a strong immune system. Number 20 is when you switch to these beverages, you avoid GMO ingredients. So, when you're talking about, soda, for example, when they sweeten soda, they use high fructose corn syrup. Well, that corn is GMO, genetically modified. And while the data on GMO is still somewhat inconclusive as far as the damage it may or may not do, to me, when you're altering genetic material, why not be safe rather than sorry later? We don't want to find out 10 or 15 years from now when all the studies are in that, oh yeah, it really was seriously damaging to your health, right? And we've been eating it for 10 or 15 years. So I think it's a better safe than sorry approach. They're modifying the genetics in these plants. A plant that has its gene modified so you can spray chemicals on it, like Roundup or whatever, and it'll be protected from damage from the Roundup. To me, at least it's suspicious, right? So let's avoid that by avoiding any ingredients that are GMO. And so when you switch to fusion beverages, there's no GMO ingredients in any of the beverages. That's a pretty good benefit. That's number 20. All right, number 21, you can improve some of your structure, your bones, your skin, your nails, even your internal structure when you take one of our products called Beauty In. And this product has hydrolyzed collagen, number 1 and 2. Collagen is a protein that helps to build structure. And so we've had people report these great benefits from taking Beauty In their skin, hair, nails. They notice it. And hydrolyzed collagen will do that. And Beauty In is delicious, one of our best tasting beverages. So again, try Beauty In, and what's it going to do? It's going to improve structure. That's number 21. The 22nd benefit, the case for fusion beverages, is to balance your hormones with Probol. So Probol is one of our sachets it's a hot tea, and it's got a series of ingredients that have been shown to balance hormones. Now, if you have hormones that are out of balance, you know who you are, okay? And, your spouse knows who you are. Your friends know who you are. Because maybe you're erratic because of your hormone fluctuations. Try Probol. Because people have reported from taking this product, they feel more balanced. And that's doing good in the world. If we balance people's hormones, we're doing good in the world. That's number 22. All right. Number 23. Boost your physical energy. People need to boost their physical energy, and we've got a bunch of products that do that. We've got On, we've got Vita Energy, we've got BioPro. Again, if you take clean protein, you'll notice your energy will go up. We've got Termote, or what we call now in the U.S. Thermo T3. We've got CNC Fit, which is a coffee, and we've got Flora Leaf. These will all, and Ganamas as well. I forgot about Ganamas. Another energy booster. All of these products will boost your physical energy. So that's a huge benefit, right? And people are crashing in the afternoon we've got this array of products they can take, these beverages they can add that'll boost their physical energy. All right, number 24, reduce your sugar cravings. This is something we've seen in over a year of doing this in the U.S. market. We hear this over and over and over, that people that take fusion beverages regularly, all of a sudden, if they were to try something that's 40 grams of sugar, it tastes way too sweet. And so there's something about when you're doing beverages that are much lower in grams of carbohydrate, when you take a carbohydrate that's loaded, you don't even want it anymore. It does, and it seems to reduce people's sugar cravings. So that's number 24. Okay, number 25, build lean muscle mass. I mean, one of the best ways to lose fat, to lose weight, is to increase lean muscle mass. Again, that comes from lean. A great way to do it is with lean protein. Now, you want to exercise those muscles and then take the protein, or you can take the protein before and then exercise, but you want to be, working the muscles. But when you add a clean protein, a well-digested, biologically available protein like BioPro, it's going to build lean muscle mass. That's a huge benefit. I take, like I said earlier, I do a BioPro every single day because it's a perfectly clean source of protein. I know for sure that I'm getting a clean protein source every day. And when you do that, you build lean muscle mass. When you build lean muscle mass, you are going to burn more fat at rest. That's just the way it is. Plus, you feel better. You feel better as you're building more muscles to support your structure. Okay, so number 25, build lean muscle mass with BioPro. All right, number 26, you get anti-inflammatory benefits. So we've got a great hot tea called Flex Tea, and curcumin is one of the ingredients in there, which is a known and a proven anti-inflammatory compound, as well as other compounds in there. Inflammation is pretty much the root of all disease, and so to get curcumin in your system every day is a powerful thing. And so you can get that by just drinking this delicious hot tea called Flex Tea. It's a big part of the Fusion line. Again, I try to get a Flex Tea in every day. So that's number 26. Now, number 27. The number 27th reason why Fusion makes sense. It makes sense to put these beverages into your life. And let me tell you something, guys. I actually, because I only had 30 minutes, I could have gone on and on with this list. But number 27 is support indigenous farmers in South America. So as Fusion has grown, Fusion is the #1 wellness company producing healthy beverages in all of South America. They're a huge, successful company down there. And that should tell you something, right? And what's happened is, as the demand for these ingredients that are in Fusion products has grown, they did over $100 million in sales last year. What do they need? They need more farmers. And Fusion supports indigenous farmers to grow the ingredients needed for the Fusion products. That's a really cool benefit. All right, so I hope this was valuable for you. There's 27, there's probably 57. But then we need an hour-long Facebook Live. But for tonight, we've got 27 really hot benefits and reasons why switching to Fusion beverages makes sense. And to go into depth into any of these benefits that we talked about, go back. You'll find in our past broadcasts, you'll find where we've spent an entire 30-minute segment on a lot of these different products. All right, so thank you for joining me tonight. It was fun to do this. I hope the information was valuable. Have a great night. And then now, starting at 7:30 here, that's Mountain Time, we've got Ann Feinstein talking about timing. So that's the business side of Fusion. Remember, this is a very hot company out of Latin America that's just launched in the United States. So I'd really encourage you to catch Ann. She's coming up here in 1 minute. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. My name's Paul Devlin. Have a great night.